Elias is one of the most fun superstars in modern day WWE. The sinister songsmith has been a staple of Raw and SmackDown for over 3 years, consistently entertaining the fans with his guitar work, whether that be acoustic or electric, along with his vibrant personality and massive ego. Hello and welcome to Superstar Ratings. Before we start, please make sure to share and pile driver that subscription button. In Superstar Ratings, we take 10 aspects of a WWE superstar and rate them out of 10 to equal a total of 100. These aspects are moveset, finisher, selling, character or gimmick, promos, entrance, physique, and finally, credibility. Today, we look at the Drifter, the king of song style. Ladies and gentlemen, Elias. Let's begin with, as always, moveset. Elias has a pretty basic moveset, although he does have a few standout maneuvers, such as his high jumping knee, which always sounds brilliant, and his very unique corner mule kick. Other maneuvers he does include a discus clothesline and a Boston crab. As I said, nothing really special. He has started, however, to incorporate the old school move used by The Undertaker, renaming it the Walk with Elias. I see what you did there. So for this category, I feel a 6 out of 10 is fair, just for having a couple of unique maneuvers, but nothing too out of this world. Finishers. Elias in NXT started to use the elbow drop as his finisher, and it looked good for a time being. It's not the best elbow drop, it's not the worst elbow drop, but it's a decent elbow drop. He's now using the drift away, which is sort of a snap neck breaker suplex sort of maneuver. It's good, it's alright. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for this, as I did with moveset. Selling. Elias' selling is pretty average. There's nothing really notable. He's not the best storyteller, he's not the overseller or underseller. It's pretty basic stuff. There's nothing really notable about his selling at all. So I'm going to give him just an average 5 out of 10 for this category. Character or gimmick. Elias is an amazing heel and can get great heat with all of his promos, especially that one time when he was with Kevin Owens and got like 5 minutes of, more than 5 minutes of the crowd just booing his promo. It was hilarious. He was a face as well from October last year until about January. He just suddenly turned heel again. But his face run was pretty good because he did start to get a huge amount of cheers even when he was a heel. But it was really too short-lived. I would love to give him a 10 out of 10 for this, but because his face run was just too short-lived, it was only 3 months or so, I'm going to have to drop down 1 point and give him a 9 out of 10 just for being an amazing heel. Promos. This sort of rides into his character of gimmick. He's amazing heel promos, as I said. He knows how to get good heat, especially with the local sports team disses, which usually are boring, but he manages to make them interesting. And it's just his little snippets where he goes, you know, he'll diss the local sports team, everyone will start booing, and he'll just say under his breath, you know, "Ha, I love none of you." It's just simple things like that just make a promo go from great to excellent. So I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for this category as well. This is really his strong suit, is his character and his promos. Entrance. Elias does have a great theme song, but we never really get to hear it because he never really has an entrance. Usually it's just the "Ladies and gentlemen, Elias." Lights come on and Elias is already in the ring. We never really get to hear his entrance music unless he wins a match. But it is a beautiful theme song, so I can't give it less than like a 2 or 3, but because we never hear it, I'm going to have to give him a 4 out of 10 for this. Sorry, Elias. Physique. I mean, Elias is just an absolute don. I mean, just here's a photo of him. 9 out of 10. Moving on. Athleticism. Elias is the average athlete today, you know, nothing too amazing, but you know, of course, with most athletes today, they're always great athleticism. So some of the best athletes in the world, if not the best athletes in the world. So for being average, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. That's how good athletes are today. 8 out of 10. Great matches. Elias has had a whole, not really any great matches to be honest. He's had one match that stands out above the rest, and that's his match with Seth Rollins. But then again, Seth Rollins could have a great match with anyone, to be honest. Their match at Money in the Bank 2018 was amazing. That we need to see that Elias more often. You know, he hasn't really had many opportunities to have great matches. I mean, you're not really going to have a great match with Roman Reigns, are you? So, for having that one great match, and because I know he has the potential to have great matches, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Maybe that's being quite generous, but yeah, I think a 6 out of 10 for me is fair. Credibility. Elias hasn't really won many titles. He only recently won the 24/7 championship off R-Truth for all of like 2 minutes. But he has been positioned as a top star and a main event star with Shane McMahon, teaming with Shane McMahon. He's also participated in segments at WrestleMania with John Cena and The Undertaker, and even on Raw with The Undertaker, which, you know, gives him a little bit of a rub as a bigger star. He's had 2 Intercontinental Championship title matches, one at that stupid Shield final chapter show, which was a 5-minute match with Finn Balor, and as the aforementioned Seth Rollins match at Money in the Bank. He lost both of them. But he has been positioned as a bigger star, so I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for this. Overall, Elias scores a 69 out of 100, making him at the bottom of our list by far, but that's not to discredit Elias' talent. He is obviously an immensely talented superstar. I just don't think he's been able to show his wrestling skills all that often, as he's just so good at promos and character gimmick that WWE tend to use him just for that, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes some people are just better characters than wrestlers. You know, we forget Stone Cold wasn't really the best wrestler in his later days. Really, only people loved him because of his character and, you know, his promos. Because that's really all you need. You just have to be a passable wrestler to be a big star, just as long as you've got the personality and the gimmick. So, you know, this is not a decent Elias, a 69 out of 100. Thank you for watching the Decent Wrestling Show. Please make sure to share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another exciting edition of Superstar Ratings. Nothing I can do.